The Apostle Paul was quite clear in 2 Timothy that it's a church's responsibility to train men to be pastors. You may know that today in the evangelical church, when a man indicates that he has a desire for pastoral ministry, oftentimes the role of the church is simply to fill out a recommendation and then send them away to school. Now, XL Ministries is not opposed to the academics or seminary education. We see that there's great value in that. But we do believe that it's a church's primary responsibility to train men to be pastors. And part of that has to do with the practical realities of pastoral ministry. When a man goes to seminary, oftentimes he's not being discipled by a pastor in a local church. I would often interview men coming out of seminary and ask them, have you ever taught an adult class 6 weeks in a row? You'd be amazed how often the answer was no. And these men are going to be pastors. I would ask them, have you ever been evaluated teaching a lesson in the context of the church in a real live church class? And the answer was generally no. I would ask them, have you ever just attended an elder meeting, let alone been an elder? And you'd be amazed how many times the answer was no. A lot of ministry training can only take place in the local church. And so XL Ministries is committed to helping the local church develop intensive internships, typically 2 to 3 years, so that a man can be trained in the church. That is, not only does he learn the academics, the theology that is absolutely essential to his ministry, but at the same time, he's experiencing ministry. He teaches classes. He's evaluated in that process. He can watch and see how a men's breakfast, a ministry is developed, but then he runs that ministry. He does the work. He can watch how a membership class is taught, but then he can teach the membership class. He can watch a baptism class, but then he can teach the baptism class. All the while the pastor and the elders are discipling him. They're affirming his character. They're aware of his personal life and his personal disciplines and his family health, his leadership in the home. All things that are absolutely critical for a man who's going to go into ministry. And so XL wants to help the church to implement a formal internship so that they are confident the man is getting the training that he needs, both academically as well as practically. Our internships can actually be done while the man is attending seminary, or it can be done without seminary, but all of our internships include learning vast amounts of Bible knowledge and systematic theology. The truth is, when we get done with an internship in a church, we don't want a man to cram to pass an ordination exam. That Bible knowledge, the theology that he's learned, that's his lifeblood for ministry. We want him to come to that point of ordination where he has studied and practiced so much that answering those theology questions is like quoting John 3:16. After all, that is going to be his life. So if you're interested in training men in the church to become pastors and you need help, we would love to help you. We will provide oversight and encouragement, but keep in mind that all of our internships are done under the authority of the local church. We just come alongside to help you in that process.